solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Can I hit that? I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is Mostert. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 21. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
21-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarters with no score.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the safe boy. Tennis need that look. When I'm free to the bed until we all got them buckets. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Niners gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bearcats catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 180! 36! Here we go. 21. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He finds Coleman. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd down.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in for 4 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it's clicking exactly like they drew it up.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
8 yards on the pickup. And this.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Play action. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
The pass.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Intended for Tevin Coleman. Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a pickup before, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Again, Jackson. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now McKinnon to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground. This time, Mostert takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
That's the end.
It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, 5.